moved some runners around, did get a hit in his last at-bat. But even though there's not a lot of scribbling next to his name, still a great job by him tonight. The bottom of the order really set things up. Top of the order produced for a change, and it led to a big comeback win.
Well, and we talked about how inside out Leominster's lineup had been through the games that we had seen, that we were streaming, where the middle of the order was doing a lot of the work. But that middle was sort of, whether it was 3 to 7, 2 to 8, it was sort of that middle piece. Tonight, like you said, Jake Richard had him here on the broadcast. Things got started at the top of the order. Middle maybe was a little cold at points, or maybe they made the one hit you needed to move things around and set the dominoes up. But the bottom of the order, Leominster, 3 different innings, 7, 8, 9. In the second, the fourth, and the sixth, starting, they got runners on, and then as the order moved around to the top of the order, people just kept hitting and replacing across the bases.
Yeah, and you look at where the runs came from. 4 of the 6 runs scored by the 7th and 8th spot in the lineup. You know, Casey doing a good job getting his spot on base. The courtesy runner coming around and getting plated. You know, so his box score looks good. Nice line. But the whole bottom of the order, you know, the Gardner family's got a lot to be proud of tonight.
Sure.
You know, the 2 brothers did a lot to carry and lead the team to the win. You know, from each side of the spectrum, the freshman, you know, busting his way into the lineup, and now they can't get him out. They couldn't drag him out of that lineup. And, you know, and the older brother just coming out on the mound, settling things down and showing what a true seasoned senior does in a tough spot like that. And, you know, the rest of the team came together behind him, too.
And when Coach Ed Riley looks at the scorebook, the thing that's going to stand out for him is the
LOB?
Yeah, I was going to say left on base. Which,
first 3 innings.
I was going to say.
First 4, yeah.
I've got him for 12 left on base, and in particular, through those 4 innings, right, first, second, and fourth, stranded the bases loaded all of those times.
Yeah,
That's
9.
one more hit, one more ball that makes it through, and all of a sudden changes the complexion of this game. So Leominster defensively able to stifle that point is huge, but also on the other side, you're left going home tonight back saying, what's next? What could have been?
Oh, one more hit.
Yeah,
you know,
one more
hit, one clutch hit. You know, in 2 of those 3 innings that Blue Devils got out with the bases loaded were via strikeout. So bear down with 2 outs, strike that batter out, don't let him put the ball in play, leave those 3 LOBs, and good job all around, whether it's on the mound or timely hitting, patience at the plate, taking one for the team. I mean, I think we saw more hit by pitchers than we've seen in any entire season that we've covered. I think every inning somebody was getting plunked. And, you know, I felt bad for the umpire. The 2 catches, you know, taking a beating tonight. But everybody held up and produced a very exciting game right down to the final out.
Indeed they did, down to the wire. A great celebration of baseball on this beginning of the Memorial Day weekend. So Coach Barnaby tells us Tantascwa a winner over Wachusett. Shutout in that one. A great game twirled there. So it's Leominster and Tantascwa. It's Midwatch versus Swickle in the CMADA Class A final, scheduled for May 31st. That's next Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. at Tivnan Field off of Lake Ave in Worcester. As we said, we do hope to have that broadcast. There is a few logistical things we've wanted to go to Tivnan that we need to work out logistically. We'll do everything we can. On Twitter, at Media Rivalry, we'll have that information for you, whether we can have the game.
From that year, now seniors and juniors, and they've matured together as a team. You know, not that they didn't have a decent season last year, just didn't carry it through as far as they liked. They got, you know, knocked out of the playoffs early. And but this year, I think they have a different approach. They're a seasoned veteran team, and they showed it tonight. They battled back time and time again against a tough Knights team. And now it's onward to let's finish up this CMADA tournament on a high note, and then you know, probably going to, you know, get maybe a first-round bye. We'll have to see what the play-ins are like. Might get some time off before they get into the state tournament, but well-positioned to have at least a couple of home games if they show some success early on in the tournament, which would be nice.
And all the fun to come. We'll have the action for you here on RFM. Boy, are we looking forward to it. Outside of the field of play tonight, the great proof, as we say so long for now, would absolutely be to the old adage, it takes a village to raise a child. Patrick Robbins comes to his first game tonight, and I swear to God, he met everybody.
He met the village.
He literally met the village.
He entertained
who provided
the village tonight, which was awesome.
the babysitting services so that Kate and I could be here on the broadcast with Billy tonight. So thank you, everyone, including John Savatelli, my in-laws, Doug and Louise Meyer. We thank you so very much, sort of captaining that very large village that kept Patrick in the babysitting brigade this evening as well. And, of course, Uncle Billy as well. Great night tonight. Leominster's a 6-5 winner. They move on to the finals. Play Tantascwa next Wednesday, May the 31st. For Bill Thomas, Kate Robbins, Patrick Robbins, and the Village, we thank you so very much for being a part of our family over the last few hours. Leominster is a 6-5 winner and moving on to next week. Until next time, right here on RFM, we say like, follow, subscribe. When the action goes live, it finds you on your favorite social media device.
Be our 500 subscriber.
YouTube.
Go to
could
YouTube.
Be the
you
500
could be
subscriber
number 500
on YouTube. And until then, we say, so long, everybody.